Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Yay! We're here Sunday evening live streaming the Red Bull Junior X Season 2 TR. We're at round 8 at Tokyo, one of the loops. So what is the Red Bull Junior X Season 2? The Red Bull Junior X is a one-make series racing for 3 15-minute time sprint races over 10 rounds. A success ballast will be in use with the top 3 in each race carrying extra weight into the next race. So, tell you a bit about the ballast. The Red Bull Junior is a 246 brake horsepower and its weight is 550 kilograms. But for the top 3... For the top 3 in the race... Sorry, I'm trying to get my remote control. Telly's blaring out. I feel like I'm shouting over it. There we go. That's a bit better. So, yes, the top 3. I'll say it again. The top 3 in each race will have to carry a success ballast into the next race. So first place, their weight will go up to 110% weight, which will give them 605 kilograms. Second place will carry 107% weight, which puts them up to 588 kilograms. And third place will have to carry 104% weight, which puts them up to 572 kilograms. And this week is round 8 at Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop, which is 3.23 miles and 17 corners. The time of days for the 3 races they'll be racing is 0740, 0935 and 1455. They're all set on sunny, I believe. Right, the boys that are having to carry the weight this week for winning the last race of the last round: Racer Brown on 110% weight, Skyjacker is on 107% weight, and Rido is carrying 104% weight. So I've heard a little dicky bird tell me it has a big effect, and all I've got left now is the table. That's not bad. With 8 minutes to go to before qualifying, they'll be qualifying at 8 o'clock for, I think, 10 minutes. Season so far, and it's coming to a head, so we're all very excited. And it's tough to say who the champion. There isn't a standout champion so far. There's not someone running away with it. At the top of our table is Talleyrand on 96.33 points. The points they score for each individual race around, and then their totals divided by 3 to find an average score of the round. Something we're trying. Not sure I'm overly keen on it, but we've stuck with it. So Talleyrand is 96.33 points at the top of the table. Shiren is in second on 90.33. But neither of them have dropped a round so far. They haven't missed a single round. Racer Brown in third on 83.67 points, but he has missed a round. Fourth place is RS Binko on 81.67 points. Skyjacker is in fifth on 81.67 points. Exactly the same points as Binko. Interesting stuff. Sixth place goes to Electric on 55.67 points. Seventh place for VRC Rido on 54.67 points. Eighth is Uncle B Darren on 47.67 points. Ninth for Flashman on 46.67 points. Anton Poika is in 10th with 27.33 points. 11th is a G Handicap on 25.33 points. Turtle is 12th on 25.33 points, exactly the same, so Turtle could go ahead of G Handicap as he is not in it anymore. 13th is Thingy Jig on 24 points, and 14th is Phil Jet on 14.67 points. But I know that's confusing, having a table read out to you, so if you go to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, all of our championship tables are on there, and they're all up to date and brand spanking new. So if you want to look at that table yourself, you can go there, or if you're in our Discord, obviously it's in the JX Season 2 info part. Skyjacker in the chat saying evening. Hello. So I've done everything. We've got 5 minutes chill now to look around the cars. see what sort of times they're doing. Like I said, Dickie Bird has told me the ballast is a killer around here. It's painful. And Skyjacker, he's carrying 107%. Rido is carrying 104%. And I haven't seen Racer Brown yet. Is he even in the group? Doesn't look like it. I know his job does put him in a tricky situation some evenings, so possibly he's unable to make it on call or something. Simon, he made his debut. Oh, there you go. Racer Brown's just got in under the skin of his teeth. But Simon made his racing debut with the VRC on Thursday night for the GTMC, and that was a cracking round if you haven't already watched it. But yeah, so Simon, he must have enjoyed Thursday so much he's come back for more punishments in the Red Bull Juniors, and these cars are tricky to drive, so he's going to have his hands full tonight with those three races. Uncle B Darren, he's our silent assassin. He's really come strong in the last few rounds of the juniors, and we saw a good outing from him on Thursday night at the GTMC. So Uncle B Darren, one to watch for a win here at round 8. Skyjacker, he's on a really good streak of form at the moment. He's finishing everything at the top end. So Skyjacker, although he is on the back foot before qualifying, carrying that ballast. The Flashman, he's got some good times at the moment in his Williams replica Red Bull, his William Jr., as I'd call it. We've got Electric out there driving for the Irish. Rido, a couple of podiums so far this season. Rido looking to move it up a step or two to get a win under his belt. He's been thereabouts, so, and he said I think last week he preferred it with the weight on, so we'll see how he does with the ballast. I do think the weight does stabilise these cars a little bit over the curbs, but here there are no curbs, it's just walls. Turtle Racing going around at the moment. He seems to be loving the junior season so far. He's very, very vocal in the chats, and all-round nice guy, I believe, the Flying Dutchman. Shiren, I don't know if you saw the last round. It was an easy win for race 3 for Shiren, but I think he'd got a little bit over rambunctious with his celebration across the line to take the flag. Went quite close to the pit wall and give the pit wall a pretty hard knock, it has to be said. And it dropped him down to about 4th or 5th, I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, heart went out for Shiren. It was a tough break for him last week at Binko. Missed last week, couldn't quite make it, so he'll be coming back with a vengeance. And Racer Brown is always solid here for the Red Bull Juniors in his BMW Junior. But this Simon, look at him, he's doing okay. He's been top of the time sheet. Well, Binko's got a 32.9. And I'm not sure what Simon's times are, but he's we'll just have to wait and see. Got his numbers all sorted out. He's got 98. He knows his stuff with his liveries. There's Talleyrand. He's just toppled his time, but they've been in and changed tyres and such what, so we haven't really seen who is on what laps at the moment. But the qualifiers is started, and that is when it's important. So buckle up, ladies and gents, because we are just about to hit qualifying here at Tokyo Expressway. As they make their way out. Oh, we've got a nice static one. Oh no, we're on Talon, on Skyjacker. Oh dear, Racer Brown A. Did he not enter in time? It does look like Racer Brown did not enter in time. I'm not sure if they'll just abort before they even put the times in to let Racer Brown enter. I don't think he's in the group, so he didn't obviously enter in time. Simon doesn't know the rule of no messages during qualifying or races. But it doesn't seem like Skyjacker's calling for it to quit. Even though I don't think Racer Brown got in. Unless he is in and we can't see him, I'm not sure. I don't know what camera angle that is either. So I think that must be, yes, Skyjacker asking everyone to exit. And they're aborting before anyone puts a lap time in. As they all quit out to allow Racer Brown to enter. Start again as they're all exiting. It freaks me out when they're in the garage. Oh, that's all right, that's a better shot. But when you're on that top shot, they flicker. The liveries flicker. Red X, Uncle B Darren, he's well away. He hasn't even noticed. He doesn't read the writing, obviously. He must have noticed everyone's gone, though. Talleyrand still yet to exit as well. There they go. They're into the pits, but you've got to exit the session to end the session, and possibly we there you go. Now I should exit, I guess. Here we go. Oh, maybe it was me that was it can't have been me. I'm not even entered, so I don't imagine it was me. So we'll have to wait for them all to re-enter, and then we'll get qualifying. So Racer Brown in the chat saying been a rush to get here. So Racer Brown, just by the skin of his teeth, arriving. Didn't quite have time to press the enter button before qualifying. And it looks like we are all good to go now as the countdown happens for qualifying. And we go again. Well, luckily, we didn't waste too much time there anyway. And don't think even anyone finished their outlap. And here we go for qualifying of the Red Bull Junior Series as they all exit the pits. It's weird how it's, there you go. So Skyjacker leading them out. Rido, oh no, Rido's gone past. He wants to be lead car. Skyjacker's letting them all go through. I imagine he wants to find a nice tow, find someone to sit behind. Especially as he's carrying that weight. Yeah, he probably does want to let the whole field through because he's on 107% ballast, is Skyjacker. With Rido. Rido is at the head of the crowd and he's on 104% ballast. He's having a little tap with the wall. And Turtle, you don't want to get too close to Rido or get past him before his outlap's over because his weight might cost you. And Rido, you really want to let someone faster ahead of you so you can try and get a tow. That would be the way to go. There is Simon, fresh blood, Talleyrand, championship leader so far. And there we see Skyjacker has found someone to sit behind. He's going to try and get a cheeky tow for that weight. We're not even anywhere near starting yet, are we? Oh yes, there we go. Binko's started his flying lap. So yeah, they must have all started their flying lap. I'm not quite aware where the... Oh yeah, I can see where the start line is. So Rido there. And Turtle, he doesn't know what to do. You're not meant to overtake in qualifying, but obviously Turtle is going to have a huge advantage on Rido, with Rido carrying that weight. Why is it doing that? Oh, no in-car view. No? Oh no, no in-car view. And there, see Turtle trying to do it nice and safely. hope he doesn't get any penalties from that, but he does have a speed advantage over Rido, and Rido could do with the toe, so it's beneficial for the pair of them for that to happen. Then we have a Simon, third on track, just ahead of Talleyrand, with Talleyrand just ahead of Electric. Binko, we've lost Skyjacker, he was behind Electric. He seems to have dropped back somewhat, down into 10th. Oh, has he been back into the pits again for some reason? He's still on his out lap. He's already done a lap, so interesting stuff. Must have popped in. Uncle B Darren, he's on a flying lap at the moment. But I think it's Turtle who's going to cross first, and it looks like the guys have caught him up. Simon, as they all go flying across the line, it's all very close out there for qualifying. Talleyrand's got the fastest lap time so far, but he's got Turtle in front of him. And he's sideways around there, and oh, just too much. Lost the downforce behind Turtle. There goes Binko. Binko's pole at the moment. I can't keep track of all of this. They're going so quick. Talleyrand in second. Electric, third fastest so far. Shiren is fourth fastest. Flashman, fifth fastest. Simon is sixth fastest. Turtle is seventh fastest. Racer Brown, eighth fastest. But Racer Brown, remember, carrying that... ballast. Uncle B Darren's just popped it into a seventh fastest there. 2 tenths, nearly 3 tenths behind Simon, and 2.5 seconds nearly ahead of Turtle. And Racer Brown in ninth position so far. Rido in 10, and Skyjacker, he's still on an out lap. That's so curious. He's going for a one run. And Talleyrand asking Simon not to overtake in qualifying. You do have to back off. If you feel you're getting too close to the car in front, you should back off. Rido's right up Electric's junk. And Rido and Electric look like they're racing as well. Oh my words. They're all bucking the rules. And there's Turtle getting out of the way after it seems he made a mistake. And Electric now pulling away from Rido. Rido obviously realising he's got to back out of that. You've got to back out. You can't harass people around you. It looks like there's so many people close together. Flashman very close to Simon. Rido has set a time good enough for 8th place. Shiren has set a time good enough for 2nd place. He's just under 3 tenths behind Binko. And I said Binko would be back with a bang, and Binko's caught up with a lot of traffic now. And oh my lord, I can't believe how bunched up they are. They didn't spread themselves out very well on the out lap. Now I think Binko's trying to back out of it. There he goes. He's pulled over. He's letting them all get on with it. He doesn't want a bolt of that. And sometimes being set, Uncle B Darren has set a time. He's 7th place. Just a 10th behind Simon at the moment. Very tight racing up and down the field. Rido we saw setting a time. Has put himself 8th. He's 1.2 seconds behind Uncle B Darren, and only 8 tenths ahead of Racer Brown, who's really struggling with that weight on. He's only good enough for 9th place at the moment. I did hear a whisper that the ballast is really hurting around here. Binko still crawling round. Shiren then putting in another effort to try and get pole position, but there's a lot of cars up ahead of him. I think there's a whole bunch of cars. Skyjacker's set a time. Skyjacker's set a time for 6th fastest for Skyjacker, just behind Flashman. And there is Shiren. He's catching up, I think, Simon at the moment. Not meant to overtake, but he's had to. I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one for the stewards. I think there'll be a blanket warning of qualifying to space themselves out in qualifying, not to bunch up too badly. But Shiren didn't get a lap time. He didn't get a time for that overtake on Simon, so he's got himself past. And there's Talleyrand. He's stuck behind a whole bunch of cars. He's not backing out. Uncle B Darren's gone faster again. Moved up to 5th place now, Uncle B Darren. He's really starting to show good. Electric doing an absolutely corking qualifying at the moment in 4th place. So the grid is getting quite mixed up nicely. Binko is pole man so far. Shiren trying his hardest to get that time from Binko. but it just seems he's being really unlucky with traffic, because it looks like he's catching up another lot of traffic. And traffic here at Tokyo Expressway is a real pain for these guys. So Shiren in second, trying and waiting for well, I'll wait for the end of his lap, I guess. Through this final chicane. You could get on board, but the onboard isn't working. That's rubbish. So that's as close to on board I can get you. I was on board in the practice. I don't know why it stopped doing it in this quali. As we race towards the line, Rido's gone faster. Rido's gone 6th fastest so far. We are really kicking up some different times around here. This is beautiful. You can see Shiren just pushing that car. This car's so fast through the corners. The aero package is lovely until you're driving behind someone, and then it's not so great. Binko's set another fastest time, so he is lengthened his pole position. Racer Brown has set a time. It seems like he's still not in the top 8. As we sit on board with Shiren, as he's trying to get that pole position away from Binko, and I think Binko's put it right out of his reach. We'll have a look through the field. So Binko is your pole sitter so far with a 33.014. Shiren pushing now to try and get that pole position. Talleyrand is our 3rd fastest driver out there with a 33.7. And then Electric 4th fastest. Great stuff from Electric. Uncle B Darren 5th fastest. Rido 6th fastest. Flashman 7th fastest so far. Skyjacker is 8th, but he's got a green as he's making his way around. Simon 9th fastest ahead of Racer Brown, who's got a green as well. Skyjacker has set a better time. He's put himself in 4th place for Skyjacker there. Beautiful stuff. Another lap to do. Can he edge even more up? Shiren does go faster, but not fast enough to take pole away from Binko. And Talleyrand goes faster. He goes back ahead of Shiren, so Talleyrand is the 2nd fastest. Look at that. He was only a 10th and a bit off of Binko's time. Crazy stuff. Shiren in a group of cars. It's not really what he wants to be on his last run. And I don't know, I mean, there is the rule of no overtaking, but Shiren is just going for it. No, he's backed out of it, I think. They've all backed out of that one. So Skyjacker, nice clear empty road for him as he makes his last attempt. Electric, I think we saw he had to back out of this lap. Shiren's gone into the pits. Simon's done a lap there near the end. Good for 6th place, just ahead of Uncle B Darren, 800ths. Ahead of Uncle B Darren, but Uncle B Darren is still heading round. He's a 10th and a half up, so that will put him back ahead of Simon, and Simon's only 800ths behind Electric, so this could be a big jump for Uncle B Darren if he can get this this lap to stick. Oh, Shiren's coming out of the pits, but he's not impeding Uncle B Darren. There we go. So Rido in 8th, Flashman and in 9th. Racer Brown 10th. Skyjacker has gone faster, but I think he stayed in 4th. 7/10ths shy of Shiren's time, and he is the top ballast driver at the moment. 100 line. Uncle B Darren, though, that's the one we're watching. I think he's the biggest mover as he comes up to the chicane. Turtle Racing has set a time, and so's Racer Brown. Racer Brown 10th. I'm not sure where Turtle is. As we see Uncle B Darren, does he go faster? No, he does not go faster. Flashman 11th. So where did Turtle come in all of that? Turtle 5th fastest. Cracking stuff from Turtle right at the end there, putting himself up into 5th place, just behind Skyjacker. Skyjacker carrying that weight off the line, so that will help Turtle out. Then we've got Electric in 6th, Simon in 7th. Uncle, well, we'll try and do the lot. Oh, it's ended. Binko is pole, Talleyrand is 2nd, Shiren 3rd, Skyjacker 4th, Electric 5th. And it's Hazy after that. I got up to Electric. So Turtle 5th, Electric 6th, Simon 7th, Uncle B Darren 8th, Rido 9th, Racer Brown in 10th, and Flashman in 11th. There is your pole sitter, Binko, sitting on the grid. I don't think the camera's very big. Oh, that's about as good as it's going to get. And we're waiting for the lights to go green here at Tokyo Expressway for the first of 3 races for round 8 of the Red Bull Junior X, and they are go. And so far Binko holding that lead, but Talleyrand is looking very close. He's tucked in behind as Shiren tucks in behind Talleyrand. This is going to be about the toe game around here. Oh, Binko, a little nudge on the wall. Talleyrand having a look one way and another. He's trying to find a way past in these early doors, these top 3, pulling away from Skyjacker, who's carrying that weight. Turtle being patient, waiting for his moment to try and get through the heavier Monster Junior, past the Monster Junior. Electric there just ahead of Uncle B Darren, with Simon in 8th place, Rido down in 9th, with Flashman 10th, and Racer Brown's dropped back. Racer Brown's dropped back at position, but so far Binko is maintaining that lead with Talleyrand, but it's a train. Let's get on board with Shiren. Oh, we're back in car. How delicious is that? So we're sat on board with 3rd place Shiren, driving along the straight as it can be. It's a bit of a wiggle, but mainly straight, under the tunnel. And you can see Talleyrand now, he's trying to have a look. He's used the toe on Binko. They're side by side going through the bridge. Beautiful stuff as they exit the bridge. They're coming up the hill to the very long right-hander. It's going to be a heavy braking zone, and Shiren brakes a little bit more than Binko. Oh, they both all have a little knock on the wall as they're fighting it out, but Binko maintains the lead coming into the chicane, but Talleyrand is not giving him a single moment to have a breather. Turtle Racing has got ahead of Skyjacker with Electric. Simon up into 6th. Skyjacker having a bit of an issue there, it looks like. We'll try and have a quick look to see. He's just out wide, scraping the wall. That gives Turtle and Electric the opportunity to get through. And then Simon into the chicane. And oh, yes. Very tight between Simon and Skyjacker there, but Simon manages to pull it off, and Skyjacker drops down to 7th, which he's got that weight, he doesn't need it. Oh my lord, it's all bunched up in front of him. He's trying to go up the inside of Electric, and that's Simon in front of Skyjacker now. Electric dropping back, and Uncle B Darren dropping back. Oh, there's ping-ponging happening down the end of the field. Flashman trying to avoid, I think, Uncle B Darren, who looks like he had a little knock with Rido, and it's all very tight. There is a Racer Brown carrying that weight and not making much headway into this race, but Binko, he's pulled out a bit of distance on Talleyrand there in the lead. Talleyrand trying to protect his 2nd place from Shiren. Shiren all up in his busyness, trying to find a way by. What a race we are having here. The first race here for round 8 at Tokyo Expressway. And it's really suiting these Red Bull Juniors. And then 4th, Turtle Racing. Skyjacker back up into 5th. He's got himself ahead of Simon. Simon's getting into something. He's trying to late brake Skyjacker into that corner. He can't quite do it. And Electric's around the outside there. Simon's looking to block up Electric. Electric tucks him back in as they go into the chicane, and it's a real bunch there. Rido is up in position. Oh, Turtle Racing. Turtle Racing's had a big bad one. What happened to Turtle Racing? He was flying. Oh my word. We'll have a quick look to see Turtle Racing. He's in a great 4th place there, doing a beautiful job, sitting pretty, way ahead of Skyjacker at the moment, and then he just goes too much into the chicane. Oh my word, poor Turtle. That will be painful for Turtle there. And he's dropped right to the back. Gutted for him. Oh no, Turtle, that's rubbish. But Binko is leading by 1.6 seconds from Talleyrand. I don't know if I don't believe Binko has had a win yet in the juniors, even though he's high up in the championship. I don't think he has actually taken a win. So this will be perfect if Binko... Sure, he's had a win. Hang on. I'm going to look at my stats table. Binko, 21 races, 18 starts, 3 did not starts. He's had 1 pole, 5 fastest laps. Yeah, he's had a win. Sorry, best finish for 1. Worst finish says 3rd. He must have finished lower than 3rd. No. Top 15 times, podium 12 times, and he's had 3 wins. So I apologise. He's had loads of wins. But Binko, he's looking good again. Of course he's had some wins. He's at 1.7 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, who's now 2 seconds ahead of Shiren. So Shiren's dropped off the back of Talleyrand. somewhere along the way. Skyjacker maintaining that 4th place. He lost it for a bit, but he fought back for it. Rido up into 5th. Look at Rido go. With Electric in 6th place, just ahead of Flashman in 7th. Flashman having a great race. Then Racer Brown making his way up into 8th, ahead of Uncle B Darren in 9th. Turtle has made a position up. Oh, Simon's dropped back, it looks like. So Simon, obviously, has had a bit of a bad lap there. He's dropped to the back of the pack, but he's chasing down Turtle. At least they're not on their own. So Binko, 2.2 second lead on Talleyrand so far. But it only takes one nudge of a barrier to lose that advantage. But so far, Binko doing what it needs to be done. He's got the fastest lap in this lap so far, 33.003, with Talleyrand's 33.6. Shiren only did a 36.3 his last time around. He's only 4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker doing a 34.9. So Shiren will have to raise that pace or he's going to be caught by Skyjacker. Rido doing a cracking job there, a 34.6 from Rido. He's on a lighter car than Skyjacker. It does look like he's catching Skyjacker at the moment. So Rido eyeing up 4th place in this race. Electric 6th place, with Flashman up into 7th. Racer Brown moving up from 10th to 8th. Uncle B Darren had a bit of a drop. Turtle, oh, he had a bit of a moment with the chicane. He was in a great 4th spot for a while, and we saw Simon mixing it up in the middle of the pack. So we're having a beautiful race here, but it looks like Binko's at it. Oh, it might be lag. Let's not get ourselves excited there. With Talleyrand 2.6 seconds behind now, losing time, or 32.6 from Binko that last time around. He's just flying in his Relentless Junior. As Talleyrand's Red Bull Junior chasing him down. 2.8 seconds is the distance between them. Shiren's lost even more time on those guys. He did a 34.1 though his last time around, but he's 4 seconds shy. He's 4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker and Rido. A 34.6 from Rido last time, a 34.7 from Skyjacker. So Rido, he's doing the similar lap times. And Electric though, 34.9. He's not too far behind Rido. He's keeping an eye on things. A Racer Brown, with that weighty car, he's not getting out of the 36s at the moment. This really is hurting him around here. So Binko, Talleyrand and Shiren are going to feel some pain in the next race if they finish in the top 3. And Flashman's dropped behind Racer Brown now. So Racer Brown up to 7th, Flashman in 8th. And Uncle B Darren trying to come back at these two. He's close behind. He's going up the inside of Flashman. No, he's opted to go around. Let's get on board as they go into the chicane. Heavy braking, heading into the chicane. Beautiful from Uncle B Darren. That was beautiful. Glided through that chicane. Usually you lose quite a bit of downforce when you're following one of these cars, but he seems to have kept that where it needed to be. He's going for another look on Flashman around the outside, and doesn't quite make it, but in the braking for the flying right-hander into the flying left-hander. He's trying to catch up with Flashman at the moment. He can't quite get on terms with him as they go under the bypass. And then it's a heavy hairpin, heavy braking all the way around. Beautiful stuff in these cars. They seem to handle it quite nicely. And Uncle B Darren trying to attack Flashman for 8th place. Meanwhile, oh, he's getting closer. I don't want to cut away too soon, as he's all the way up in his business. He's having a look, going under the bridge. Into the tunnel, I suppose. No, it's not there as well, and he's had a little knock with the barrier. Trying to attack Flashman, he's had a little knock with the barrier and he's lost a bit of time. So we've got Binko 3.7 seconds in the lead now. He is finding some extraordinary pace in that car. We'll see how he does when he goes up to 110% weight. And then we have Talleyrand in 2nd place. He's in the 33s. Also chasing him down. Shiren's clawed back a little bit of time, about a second back on Talleyrand. with a 33.3 that last lap around. And he's gaining on him all the way around this lap. So Shiren starting to find the sweet spot in his Atari Junior. Skyjacker maintaining that 4th place, dropping on the leaders, but he did a 37.0 his last lap around. Rido, a 35.1. Rido is closing up on Skyjacker. Skyjacker must be feeling the pressure from Rido right now. Only a second in it between the two of them. And that's crazy stuff with Electric not far behind also. If they start racing each other, Electric is going to be in there. Racer Brown slowly catching up with Electric, just on his fastest to 33.9. With Electric doing a 35.6 his last time around. Flashman in 8th. He was in that battle with Uncle B Darren, but now he's got 3.5 seconds gap between the two of them. Turtle catching up Uncle B Darren. We saw he had a big issue and ended up hitting the chicane and dropping back. And Simon there, he's losing track of Turtle at the moment. That's the problem when you're out of the tow. It's a bugger to try and stay up with them. But Binko at the moment, 5.5 second lead. One must say this is all in his hands now, this win, with Talleyrand in second. So it's down to 2 seconds with him and Shiren now. Shiren has really found some pace and he's starting to attack Talleyrand. Talleyrand doing a 34.7 that last time around. He's going to be feeling the pressure from the Russian sensation by the end of this race. We've got 3.5 minutes left of racing to go. Skyjacker, he's 1.5 seconds ahead of Rido. Rido, a 34.9 last time around from Rido. Skyjacker managing a 34.6. There's nothing in it between these two. And it's a tight finish between 4th and 5th. Rido and Skyjacker. Electric in 6th. Having a cracking race, but he's only just under a second ahead of the BMW Junior of Racer Brown. Racer Brown closing in on him all the time now. Racer Brown's got a tow. Let's get on board with Racer Brown as he chases down Electric for 6th place. Racer Brown having a cracking little race through this, starting right near at the back, and he's made his way up into 7th and now attacking for 6th place. And there he goes, he's having a look around the outside of Electric. They're side by side coming up the hill, and there you go, Racer Brown through. Beautiful stuff. But now Racer Brown with that weightier car does not get the tow anymore, and Electric on the lighter car might be able to attack back against a Racer Brown. We've only got a couple of laps left around here at Tokyo Expressway with just over 2 minutes to go. And Racer Brown moving on up to 6th place ahead of Electric in 7th, who should be enjoying the tow now and the lighter car. He should catch up Racer Brown rather quickly. Oh, but he lost a bit of downforce in that corner. You saw him sliding that car through. A little knock on the wall, and that gives Racer Brown a bit of breathing space. Beautiful stuff. Electric then ahead of Flashman, just under 3 seconds. And if Electric starts pushing or being haphazard, Flashman will be there. Turtle Racing is moved up ahead of Uncle B Darren. Oh, it looks like Uncle B Darren's had an issue. And Turtle has moved up into 9th place. Uncle B Darren, oh, Simon's really dropped back. He must have had a really poor lap. I don't know where, maybe lap 7, a 1:44.8 from Simon. But so far, Binko, 1 minute left of racing to go around here for round 8 of the Red Bull Juniors, and Binko is doing the business. 6.5 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, and it's back to nearly 2.5 seconds to Talleyrand. Has picked up that pace again. He must have been having a bit of a rest, but Shiren could not close up on Talleyrand, so they crossed the line. But we've got 44 seconds to go. This will be their final lap. Skyjacker, he's nearly 2 seconds ahead of Rido now. Skyjacker's last lap was his fastest to 34.7, sorry, with Rido managing a 34.6. Rido very slightly faster than Skyjacker, but it looks like Skyjacker's got that one sorted out. Racer Brown 1.2 seconds behind Rido. This is the final lap. Rido doesn't want to put a foot wrong because he's got Racer Brown hunting him down. Electric in 7th. He's only 2 seconds ahead of Flashman. Flashman going faster again, so Electric could be in trouble. One small mistake, one small slide, and it's all done. And they're all on their final lap now. Uncle B Darren, unfortunate for Uncle B Darren, he was having a good race up until when he had his issue. Turtle Racing was having a cracking race up there in 4th. He'll be absolutely in pieces. But we've got Binko now heading towards the chicane to come around that final corner to take what is his 4th win in this championship. I think I read 3 wins before that. So yes, Binko doing a beautiful job there to finish first. Talleyrand in 2nd, pulled out a little bit more time on Shiren at the end there. So Talleyrand in 2nd with Shiren finishing in 3rd. Take a boo, my son. Then we've got Skyjacker in 4th place. Rido might be in a bit of trouble there from Racer Brown, but there's Skyjacker in 4th, Rido in 5th, 6th for Racer Brown. He got so close to Rido in the end. And we got Electric just ahead of Flashman there in 7th, Flashman in 8th. Oh my lord, that was a close bit of racing at the end there. Turtle getting 9th for his woes. Uncle B Darren bringing her home for 10th place. As he crosses the line, I imagine he expected more. With Simon coming home on his debut in 11th, nothing to be ashamed of. These cars take some getting used to. And that is your results for the first race. Fantastic stuff out there. Some beautiful racing areas. Binko, we didn't give him a trophy, but he got a wreath to match his uniform. So, I'll quickly grab a replay for shooting issues. And then I'll take you to the race results, where you can see that Binko took the win from Talleyrand and Shiren finishing in 3rd. But, like we said, the weight does affect you quite a lot here. The success ballast affects you quite a lot. So, those 3 are going to have to live with some ballast in the next race. Skyjacker, he'll be shedding his ballast, starting in 4th and fancying a win here, possibly, maybe. Staring down the barrel of it. And Rido and Racer Brown, although Rido does profess to prefer it with weight on. Thinks it makes it more stable. And Electric finishing in 7th ahead of Flashman, but Flashman was all up in his business at the end there, so Flashman going into the 2nd race might be fancying a shot at Electric. And Turtle Racing getting a 9th in the end, but he was running in a cosy 4th earlier on in this race, so he'll be fancying moving on up, as will Uncle B Darren. And Simon in 11th. The fastest lap was Binko on lap 4 with a 132.650. Cracking stuff. Alright, the lobby settings have changed, so they'll be out practicing for the next one. And Race Brown saying not bad for no practice and full ballast. Yes, man, not bad at all. I'd take that any day of the week. So 2040 is the next time for the race. That's in 6 minutes. So let me take you to South Outer Loop Expressway, Tokyo Expressway, and we'll see Electric driving around, entertaining you for the next 5 minutes or so, and I shall return briefly, give you a break from my voice. Oh, Turtle saying, had my brake balance wrong, too bad, up to next race. Doing a fantastic job up until then, though, Turtle, it's got to be said. Right, I shall return. welcome back, guys. So we've had race 1. Guys, that's awful. Sorry for calling you that. Yes, we're back for race 2. We're only minutes away. 2 minutes away from race 2 of the evening. Round 8 here for the Red Bull Junior Season 2. And that was rather exciting. But what's going to be exciting is having those boys with the ballast starting at the front. They're going to be sitting ducks around here, I think. So it's one to watch out for. We've been watching Electric do his race prep for this next race. Racer Brown shedding the weight and finding some great time. Look at that, 32.861. And we saw the fastest in the race before was a 33.00, I think. 3, wasn't it? I don't think Vinco went into the 32s, but already Racer Brown showing his intent. Simon out there getting a little bit more practice. He did kind of jump in. So these guys, you know, they're 8 rounds deep. Simon is just tasting the juniors for the first time. You can't have very high expectations when you're in that situation. Skyjacker is, I'm tipping, is going to be in a great position for this next race, I think. He's got no ballast on. The 3 ahead of him are going to carry a ballast. He's got a very fast Rido behind him as well for him to think about. But yes, this next race is very tantalising as Talleyrand, Binko and Shiren, they're all going to be carrying that ballast and it's going to hurt them around here. Can't find Shiren. Turtle Racing, he's got some pace around Expressway. So, and Skyjacker asking if we are ready to go. I'm ready. Just giving him a heads up. Shiren's in there first. Better turn the iPad up just to make sure. Got some sound. And Racer Brown in the chat saying that's much quicker. It is. It's very much quicker. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for all you new viewers out there. The cheesy content of YouTube. Never miss a race. We do a lot, actually. We do, if you haven't seen us before, we do a lot of racing during the week. It's easy to miss out. So you probably are best to subscribe to keep an eye on these things. We've got races going on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and back on Fridays now, and on Sundays. So that's quite a lot of racing. So if you don't want to miss any of it, I would advise to subscribe. There we see the finishing order of the race before. Except now Binko is on 110% weight, Talleyrand's on 107, and Shiren is on 104. We'll get rid of the big numbers, we'll find a better shot. So there you go. And it's a race 2 here at Tokyo Expressway for round 8 of the Red Bull Juniors, and they go. They're off. Binko making quite a good start with Talleyrand alongside him, similar to the race before. Shiren's right there in the mix, but Skyjacker is the man to watch. He's carrying the least weight there. Well, no weight, really. The top 3 are, though. Oh, and there's... Shiren's got himself ahead of Talleyrand, but he looked like he had a bit of a knot with the wall, and Talleyrand and Shiren, and Rido's gone sideways. Rido has gone sideways. Has it affected anyone? No, I don't think it's affected anyone. They've all made it through. And there, Binko is ahead of Talleyrand now. Shiren's up the inside. Skyjacker's going for the long, late break. Can he make it stick? He's there on the inside. It's 3 wide in the corner. Oh, my word. How did they make that fit? And Shiren's still holding on to that second place. Skyjacker's still down in 4th. He's had to back out of it. And Binko still leads from Shiren. Talleyrand in 3rd. And Skyjacker's backed out of it. And he's dropped into that Turtle Racing Racer Brown scenario. But he stayed just ahead of them. And Skyjacker there, though, he's got a whole host of cars waiting to get through, and this is a tough track to defend at, as it's so wide they can just drive the other side of the track. But Skyjacker's still maintaining that fourth, but they're all queued up alongside him as they go into the corner. Skyjacker, oh, it looks like he had a bit of a late break and hit the wall, and they've all come through. Poor Skyjacker. It didn't quite look, don't know what kind of happened there. He was on the inside of the corner, he just slid out to the outside of the corner, and now he's down in 10th place. So Binko, oh, with that weight, pulling away from Talleyrand. He's got enough on board. Enough pace on board to stay ahead of these top three. That's cracking stuff. I thought they were going to drop like bricks, and there's Shiren letting Talleyrand know he's there up his inside. Talleyrand doesn't care much about that. They're both sliding through the corner. It's tricky stuff, and Shiren's had to lift. I suppose he felt like he put Talleyrand into a bit of a precarious situation then, and Turtle Racing has caught them up. He's back up to 4th from 9th, so Turtle Racing on it this evening. There's Electric in 5th with Simon in 6th. Flashman now in 7th. He's going for a move up the inside of Simon. Can he make it on Electric as well? It looks like he's side by side with Electric. Flashman and Electric, we saw them battling in the race 1. And it's happening again. It's beautiful stuff to be seen. Look at them side by side going along the straights. Flashman's just edged. No, Electric's just back ahead. They're side by side swapping the position all the way around. Binko is leading from Shiren. Oh, they're having a bit of a wheel knock moment. That's going to help Simon out behind them. He'll be looking to get that position. Who's behind Skyjacker? Is that Racer Brown? Racer Brown somehow has dropped right back as well, because Racer Brown is behind Skyjacker, battling it out with Skyjacker. So interesting stuff here with Flashman, and Simon's now moved up ahead of Flashman and Electric. So Simon now holding that 5th place. Turtle's got himself ahead of Talleyrand's. Is that down to weight, or did Talleyrand make a mistake? I don't know, but Talleyrand's sticking to that toe. I thought I saw some movement at the back here. No, Uncle B Darren down in 10th position, and Rido in 11th. So, Rido did the fastest lap, that second lap though. And Binko's pulling away with it with that 110% weight. Is he going to get the triple win? It's going to be a tough one. Shiren in 2nd. Turtle now up into 3rd, chasing down Shiren. He's got no success ballast on his car as Turtle, and he's looking for his first podium in the Virtual Racers Club, and he's looking good for it. The Flying Dutchman going up against the Russian sensation Simon, now managing to overtake Talleyrand, but not quite. They're side by side. Talleyrand and Simon fighting for 4th and 5th. Talleyrand just edging ahead of Simon. Simon's trying to come back at Talleyrand, but Talleyrand has got that position even with the ballast on. But Simon, he's got the straight line speed. He just can't quite get around Talleyrand at the moment. Turtle Racing and Shiren still got a couple of tenths between them. This is the close race, and then we've got some lovely close racing behind. We've got Racer Brown now up into 6th, ahead of Electric. Flashman, Skyjacker still there behind Flashman and Electric. And I think he's going to say at the end that he fed it with the ballast on, perhaps. And Uncle B Darren catching up Skyjacker. And Rido not too far to say. He had a massive spin. He's only a second and a bit of change behind Uncle B Darren, and Uncle B Darren and Skyjacker are just about to commence racing. No, Skyjacker's trying to make a move on Flashman, and Flashman there trying to defend his position. He's got the inside line going into this corner, but no, Skyjacker just makes it around the outside. A great move from Skyjacker there, and now Uncle B Darren is all up in Flashman's business, and Flashman is having to defend. So far though, Binko has got himself a 2.8 second lead on Shiren. Shiren just cannot find that pace that Binko's got, and Talleyrand's still ahead of Simon for the moment, but it's only half. No, it's Racer Brown. Simon's dropped back into 6th position, and Racer Brown now coming through the field. He's in 5th place now, trying to make the move on Talleyrand. He's got a lighter car, should be able to do it up the inside under the tunnel, in the tunnel. And he does. Racer Brown up into 4th as he flashes purples at Talleyrand. Talleyrand dropping down to 5th. Then we've got Electric making a move on Simon. Simon trying to come back out. Electric into the corner. and they both slide out wide, and Simon has a little knock on the wall, but it doesn't affect him too much as he closes in on Electric. The heavy braking into the chicane, they make it through. Unbelievable stuff. Oh, Simon giving the wall a little nudge as he leaves the chicane, and I don't know if that cost him, but he's a second behind Electric now, and Skyjacker is closing up on Simon. So wow, got some cracking racing all the way up and down. Now Flashman's under. Oh, Uncle B Darren's dropped back to 11th, and Rido up to 10th, and now he's attacking Flashman. So Rido is way up for it. Flashman trying to close the door on Rido. Rido coming back at Flashman as they come down the hill, through the left-hander, through the right-hander, back into a left-hander, sweeping corners all the way around that part, and Rido just sitting firmly on the back of Flashman, waiting for an opportunity. And could this be the opportunity as the heavy breakdown here into the right-hand hairpin, and Rido's up the inside of Flashman, and Rido up into 9th place, chasing down Simon. Whoo-wee. So back up front then, Binko only 1.8 seconds ahead of Shiren. Shiren's 3 seconds ahead of Turtle. Turtle's got his hands full though. Racer Brown, who's flashing purples, got a 32.7 his last time around. That's the fastest lap of the race by anyone, and he's getting purples again as he tries to move past Turtle. And he makes it stick. Wow, what a move there for Racer Brown, and Turtle having a little knock on the wall. He wants to be careful of that because Talleyrand's on his way. He's less than a second behind Turtle now as they get their way through the chicane. And Binko 1.6 seconds ahead of Shiren, crosses the line with a 33.3. Shiren managing a 33.6. So Shiren, he's probably bewildered on how Binko, with 110% weight on, is getting those lap times, but Binko is. Racer Brown though, chasing him down, 32.007 for Racer Brown that last time around. Somebody put some water on him. He's on fire. So Turtle Racing now, he's in it with Talleyrand. Talleyrand trying to come good with that weight on board against Turtle. Turtle trying to defend the position, but Talleyrand's got that inside line going into the hairpin, and there you go, Talleyrand up into 4th, Turtle down into 5th. He has no answers for Talleyrand in the hairpin, and oh, I saw Skyjacker having a big knock on the wall there, but he's got 3 seconds on Electric, who's in a battle with Simon at the moment for 7th and 8th. Flashman is back ahead of Rido, and Uncle B Darren is back with him again. So there's a lovely battle down the back of the field there between Rido, Flashman and Uncle B Darren. Then we've got Simon and Electric in a very close battle here. And Simon getting a 36.1, and the last time around, that's his fastest lap time against Electric's 36.6. But we can see Electric can do 34s, and Simon's trying to keep that junior under control through the corner. Saw the back end stepping away from him as he breaks into the chicane. He's in 7th at the moment, but oh no, he lost it through the chicane. Oh, he must be getting mad with himself there as the other cars all come through. Poor Simon, that is very unfortunate, but these cars, when they go, they go. They're hard to push. They're really hard to find the limit on the juniors, because as soon as you find the limit, they go. But Binko so far 2.1 seconds ahead of Shiren, but Shiren has got Racer Brown. Let's get on board with Racer Brown and see some of this speed that he's carrying around here at Tokyo. A lovely line through that hairpin, out wide into the apex, then leaving wide again. It's a great line as he tries to grab a toe from Shiren along this straight, and they go into the sweeping left. Well, they're barely corners, these. So, bit of a right, and then we're under the tunnel. He's right up. That slipstream really helps him as he comes alongside Shiren, and I don't think there's anything Shiren can do about the pace of Racer Brown. Shiren just tucks in behind Racer Brown to grab a bit of a toe. Racer Brown sliding out wide in that corner as it comes up and over the hill, and Racer Brown into the chicane. He's less than 2 seconds behind Binko. Can he go and ruin Binko's dreams of a double win? He's gonna try. Only 1.7 behind him, doing 33s, 32s, 34.8 that last lap around. Shiren doing a 33.9. No, it was a 32.4, sorry, for Racer Brown. Binko, meanwhile, a 33.9. Oh, my lords. It's down to 1.5 seconds already between Racer Brown and Binko. Let's have a quick look through. Talleyrand is a second ahead of Turtle Racing. Talleyrand carrying... is he carrying weight? He's not. He is. Yes, Talleyrand is carrying success. I think he finished in second. So Talleyrand carrying that weight. Turtle trying to keep up with him. 33.9 for Turtle last time around. Whilst Talleyrand doing a 34.3. Then we've got Skyjacker in 6th place. Had to slowly make his way through the fields after hitting the wall earlier in the race. There is Electric in 7th. He's lost sight. Oh yeah, we saw Simon go. Then we've got Flashman and Rido hard at it. These two have been battling for a majority of this race. Rido trying to find a way past Flashman. And Flashman just having the edge on Rido at the moment as they go under the bridge, into the tunnel. And they're side by side all the way through that. It's beautiful stuff as they come out. Rido's got the inside line on Flashman though, in the right-handed corner. Wow, beautiful car control from the pair of them, and beautiful from Flashman holding it there on the outside as they come into the chicane. No woes there from the two of them. Cracking racing from Rido and Flashman out there. Close quarter racing. It's beautiful stuff. Uncle B Darren's dropped back a little bit from them guys. He's only less than a second ahead of Simon. Simon going for it against Uncle B Darren. Racer Brown's got the lead. Racer Brown has got the lead, I apologise, from Binko. I think we must have missed it. Looks like he went round the outside though, whatever he did. It was beautiful stuff. But yes, Racer Brown now leading the race, but he's not running away with it. Binko staying with him and making it very difficult, and Shiren's caught them both up again. So, wow, the top three, it's undecided. They're very close together. And it could be anyone's game at the moment. Binko in second, Shiren in third, Racer Brown leading the way just about though as they come through the tunnel. And it looks like Shiren's grabbed Racer Brown's toe and Binko's left out in the cold. He's got no toe. So now Binko's dropped down into third place and Shiren is up into second. And Racer Brown leading from Shiren, and Binko down into third place. Poor Binko, he got left out in the cold there, no toe. Then Talleyrand in fourth, 2 seconds ahead of Turtle Racing. Turtle Racing's got the chicane wrong. He's managed to make it through. He's got 5.5 seconds on Electric. Oh, just misses the chicane there. But he's got Skyjacker very close behind him. We've got 30 seconds left of racing. My word, I didn't even realise this race has gone so quick. It's been so action-packed. But Skyjacker is going to try and get another position before the end of this race against Electric. Then we've got Flashman in 8th. He's pulled away a little bit from Rido. And Simon in 10th. We've lost Uncle B Darren. Oh, what a shame. So Racer Brown then, 6/10 ahead of Shiren. And Binko's really dropped away. He's two seconds adrift of these guys now. Doesn't look like he's just got the pace on that car. The time has run out. But they've all made it across the line. This is the final lap for all of them. And Racer Brown a second ahead of Shiren at the moment. Binko in third. Talleyrand in fourth. Turtle Racing in fifth. Electric is in trouble there with Skyjacker less than half a second behind. And he's getting a tow from Electric. He'll be wanting to get that position from Electric at some point before they get to the finish line as they go in the tunnel. We've seen this is a very favoured part of the race for them to try and draw side by side as they head up to the fast right-hander. But Electric's grabbing the inside line at the moment. We'll see him go through this corner and then we'll have to cut to the leaders. And there's Skyjacker around the outside. Around the outside does Skyjacker go, and Rido was racing someone. Oh no, Racer Brown's crossed the line, well done. Shiren finishes in second and Binko gets third. Take a boo, my son. Talleyrand comes home in fourth position. And Turtle Racing doing a cracking job, but he's just, yeah, he's going to do okay. It's Turtle Racing grabbing fifth. Skyjacker sixth from Electric in seventh. Flashman is staying ahead of Rido. It looked very close between the two of them. And Flashman gets 8th, Rido gets 9th. And Simon brings it home in 10th. Sorry. I've got a lump in my throat because Racer Brown won. And there is Racer Brown. No trophies are getting given out tonight at Tokyo Expressway, it seems. Just wreaths. Must be cost cutting. Oh, did I get the replay of that first one? I said I was going to grab the replay. I'm pretty sure I did get the replay. Grab the replay again. Hopefully I got the replay. I'll take you to the race results then. So for race 3, it'll be a reverse grid of those results. And Racer Brown with that full weight on 110% he'll be carrying, with Shiren going up to 107 and Binko dropping to 104 because he was on 110. So Binko doing a cracking job so far in this round. Talleyrand in 4th, Turtle Racing finishing in a cracking 5th place. That might be his highest finish, I'm not sure. Skyjacker in 6th, just getting electric there on that final lap, and he finishes in 7th. Head of Flashman in 8th. Rido got 9th, Simon got 10th, and Uncle B Darren, I don't know if it classified him, in 11th. Racer Brown got your fastest lap with a 32.007. That's ridiculous. On lap 5. So they were your results from race 2. One more race to go, and it's going to be tricky because it's reverse. It's a reverse grid. We've got a couple of entries, so someone's going around. 9:05. So we're 5 minutes away from the next race. So we'll just have a look at Electric. Oh, we watched Electric last time, but he's the only man out. So he is your in-between entertainment, in-between races entertainment. He's only ghosted Eva as well. So I'll give you at least 2 minutes break from my voice, because I think it's grating. I think it's annoying. Racer Brown's asking if Shiren's still here. I don't know. I saw him in that last race. Oh no, he's left. So Shiren must have popped out for something. And Shiren's back in again. There you go. So Electric and Flashman having a chat about the hairpin. And I'll be back in a minute. welcome back. That was a quick one, wasn't it? Just needed to go outside and check the temperature. But yes, that was it. 2 stunning races, getting ourselves prepped for a third. I'm just checking Turtle's top finishers. Turtles. Oh, they're not in there. Well, his best finish was 6th. Didn't he just get 5th? Doesn't have a worse finish. But it says his best finish is 6th place. So he possibly has matched his best. So there we go. Racer Brown, top of the pile in practice. He's going to have to carry the 110% weight though. Uncle B back. Sounds like he had wheel issues. Real wheel issues in real wheel life. Excuse me, that one slipped out. I apologise, guys. I do try and hide the burps, the windy pops, but sometimes they just slip out, like that one did. And here we are then. So the final race of round 8. Only 2 more rounds of this championship, and it's not clear who our champion is going to be. I think Racer Brown is pretty much a strong contender for it, but Binko also, when the drop scores come into account, I think Binko, Talleyrand and Shiren are all going to be in there with a shout. But I think Racer Brown has been a solid performance from him in the juniors. At one point, I don't think he'd been off the podium. Well, apart from one race. So it's you've got to tip your money towards a Racer Brown, but who knows? Because Talleyrand also having an absolutely cracking season, as has Binko and Shiren. So it could be any of those guys. Interesting stuff. But yes, just 2 more weeks left of this. Simon's on pole with the reverse grid, and Uncle B Darren goes to the back because he didn't finish the race. So that's 1 position for Racer Brown already. He doesn't have to stress about get a better shot than that. I wonder if we went down the grid a bit, you could see a lot more people. You could just see Simon, can't you, there? And there they go, they're off for race 3. So far, Simon's had a good start against Rido, but Rido is trying to get up the inside of Simon. It's a long run to that first corner, and Rido gets it done. Rido up into first, second for Simon. It's a bit of a malaise after that. Flashman in third, Skyjacker in fourth. Then we've got Talleyrand in 5th already. Oh, we've got 2 whacking each other there, Shiren and Electric. That was a big hit there from Shiren and Electric. Turtle gaining the most out of that, up into 7th place. Electric in 8th, Shiren down into 9th, Racer Brown in 10th. He's quite a way off the grid. And Uncle B Darren also 4 seconds off, so I don't know what happened to those guys back there. No one's called red flag, so it's all good. Rido pulling away. Flashman in 2nd place. Talleyrand is up to 3rd. Simon now down to 4th, with Skyjacker all up in his business behind him. And this is cracking stuff. Binko is there in 6th, ahead of Turtle Racing in 7th, and Electric in 8th, with Shiren in 9th. And Racer Brown, he's carrying that weight, remember, but is that enough to keep him that far back? And Uncle B Darren looks like he's still having wheel issues. But Rido so far 1.2 seconds ahead of Flashman. Talleyrand there, only half a second, but he's in a battle with Simon as they come in, and Simon's really backed out of that one. Talleyrand's giving him a bit of space, and Skyjacker comes through and gains the most out of that one, and he's up into 4th and now, and there's a whole host of cars. Electric in 5th, Simon there backing out of that against Talleyrand. It's dropped him down a couple of places. And then you've got Binko with the weights on. Turtle is dropped into 8th place, and Shiren still in 9th, but he's back with the pack. He's fighting Turtle there, and as they come through that first corner, and there's some speed they carry through there, my word, it's scary stuff. And there we see Rido 1.7 seconds ahead of Flashman. Flashman 1.4 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, but Talleyrand's got his hands full with Skyjacker. Skyjacker giving Talleyrand a run for his money. Let's get on board. with Skyjacker. Oh, you can't see much because Talleyrand's alongside us. He's got the inside line there though, and Skyjacker trying to get it underneath Talleyrand, but he can't quite do it. He'll get a tow going up along this wiggly straight. And I mean, there's a few corners on it, but they're not corners that you'd call corners. So he's getting a lovely tow at the moment from Talleyrand as they come towards, I don't know where we are next, the tunnel, isn't it? Yes. They go into the tunnel, and Skyjacker trying to pull alongside Talleyrand then. As we've seen this move quite a lot this evening, but he can't quite get alongside Talleyrand. So Talleyrand into the long sweeping uphill right-hander ahead of Skyjacker. Then we've got Binko in his Relentless Junior ahead of Simon. Simon's got Shiren and Electric. Oh my word, Electric's gone wide. No, he flew past Shiren there, I'm not sure. They're all getting a little bit of blood rushing to their heads in this race at the moment. It's all a bit scrappy down at the back. They're all scrapping for positions, and all four of them are in the middle of it. So Electric, but Shiren's come through now up into 7th, but yes, it looks like he's managed that. And oh, you got Electric on the wall ahead of a Racer Brown who's carrying that weight, and Turtle slipping down into 10th place now, but he's got no ballast to worry about. He should be able to catch those guys up. Uncle B Darren's closing that gap between them. It's only 1.7 seconds now from 4 seconds. Rido is 1.5 seconds leading from Flashman. This is all jolly good stuff. Talleyrand's dropped behind Skyjacker and Binko, so Talleyrand down in 5th place, just ahead of Simon. Crazy stuff. We've missed it for some reason, and now Skyjacker trying to catch up with Flashman, and Rido will be praying that Flashman gives Skyjacker a bit of a challenge and slows him down somewhat whilst racing. But first of all, Skyjacker's got to catch Flashman, which he's not doing at the moment. Flashman doing some cracking at lap times as they come into the chicane. And Rido keeping it perfect at the moment. So is Flashman, and nice and steady. And Skyjacker chasing them down with Binko up into 4th. So he's looking to get at least a treble podium this evening. He's on. With Simon there, he's ahead of Talleyrand. Where's Talleyrand? Talleyrand's dropped down more. Talleyrand not having a great third race at the moment. Shiren trying to make a move on Simon. He's up the inside of Simon. He's got the inside line, but Simon's just defended that lovely. And Simon maintains that 5th place ahead of Shiren, who's just ahead of Talleyrand, who's got Electric now looking around the outside of him. And Electric is up for some business here with Turtle in 9th, and Racer Brown with that ballast. There's nothing he can do. The ballast is really painful for these guys around here. And Rido, meanwhile, still leading 1.8 seconds from Flashman, but Flashman has got a Skyjacker issue now. Skyjacker trying to pull alongside Flashman in the juniors. And he's there. And Skyjacker up into 2nd place now as they go into the tunnel, but Flashman's got that inside line. No, he's slipped behind Skyjacker to try and grab a tow. And Skyjacker up into 2nd place, 1.7 seconds behind Rido, and Flashman trying to come back at Skyjacker. He has a little nudge with the wall, which buys Skyjacker a couple of tenths of a second. Binko 1.47 seconds behind them. And he's closing it up with 2 Flashman. It's down to a second. Come on, Flashman, you can do this, man. Stay strong. So Rido, it's 8 tenths now, so that's the speed difference from Skyjacker. He's a man possessed, and Rido, he's becoming Skyjacker's becoming the last race specialist, winning the last races. But Rido sticking it in there still. He's 7 tenths ahead of Skyjacker. Let's get on board with Skyjacker. We'll keep an eye on the rest of the field. Flashman still in 3rd, ahead of Binko in 4th. Simon holding on to that 5th. Electric is in 6th, ahead of Shiren in 7th. Racer Brown is 8th, so Talleyrand's dropped out of the top 8. I don't know what's going on with Talleyrand, but he's not happy with something in this car this time around. And Racer Brown now getting past Shiren. So while sat here waiting for Skyjacker, we're missing action down the field. Shiren and Racer Brown. Oh, I don't think they can see each other, can they? I think when they merge like that, it usually means they can't see each other. But Shiren just ahead, and Turtles in the mix as well. Talleyrand's just behind him in 10th. It looks like we've lost Uncle B Darren again. And this is a right battle down the back of the field, with Shiren in 7th ahead of Racer Brown. Talleyrand trying to find his way through. He's got his way past Turtle. And oh my word, he's looking for a way past Racer Brown as well. He's up alongside Racer Brown is Talleyrand, and Talleyrand's got himself up into 8th place. But he's out wide, but he's done it, just about. Racer Brown in 9th, Turtle in 10th, and it's close stuff there. Rido, 1.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. He's pulled a bit of a time out there, has Rido. And we're down to just under 7 minutes left of racing here at Tokyo Expressway for the 3rd race of round 8. Only 2 more rounds to go. I believe round 9 is Interlagos, round 10 is Suzuka. And these cars are going to be absolutely glorious around those tracks. And it looks like Rido at the moment 1.1 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker trying to give it his all. Flashman still holding on to that podium. Come on, Flashman. He's ahead of Binko by about 8/10. So Binko will be getting a bit of a tow from Flashman. Simon Talleyrand up to 6th. Oh my God, Shiren and Racer Brown are having an absolute ding-dong back there. So Talleyrand is up into 6th, just behind Simon, trying to make a move on the newcomer. There is Shiren just ahead of Racer Brown. These two are having an absolute corker of a race. Electric seems to have dropped back into 9th, and Turtles dropped back a lot. He's lost a lot of time back there. And here we got Racer Brown and Shiren again, battling it out, and every point counts in this championship between these guys. And Electric's moved into that situation as well. Electric trying to get around the outside, but there just was no room there. It seemed a bit late from Electric. And Shiren was giving no quarter then. He was in a battle with Racer Brown. It's cost him a little bit, a couple of tenths. Talleyrand is up ahead of Simon. Simon trying to get the tow from Talleyrand to get back ahead of him. And Racer Brown is there as well. Oh my word, what a battle we've got going here. We've got to check on Rido and Skyjacker though. Talleyrand though in 6th, 5th. It's a struggle there with Simon alongside Racer Brown up just behind it. Oh, Simon and Racer Brown have both had a little knock on the wall. Simon's continued, but Racer Brown is losing out big time there. Oh, poor Racer Brown, and Turtles coming through. And Racer Brown drops to last place. So far, Rido 4/10 ahead of Skyjacker. Come on, Rido, you can do this. Flashman's still holding that 3rd, but he's only just ahead of Bingo. Bingo's trying to look for a move on Flashman. Flashman defending the inside, but this is where they get alongside each other. Skyjacker and Rido are virtually inseparable at the moment. Rido trying to protect his inside line, but Skyjacker's going around the outside, and Skyjacker's taking the lead from Rido. He goes into the corner ahead. And Skyjacker now leads this race with Rido in 2nd, and Flashman's just about staying ahead of Binko. Oh my word, Talleyrand in 5th, ahead of Shiren in 6th, Simon in 7th, and then Electric in 8th, Turtle Racing up to 9th, whilst and Racer Brown in 10th. We saw he had a nasty hit with the wall. But Skyjacker now, nothing stopping him, getting purples all the way. And Skyjacker pulling out nearly a second on Rido. Flashman, though, can he maintain that podium? Is he going to break Binko's podium run this evening? Oh, it looks like Flashman had a little knock with the wall, and Binko is just edging up ahead. And now Binko's got his 3rd. Oh, no, Binko's dropped it as well. Oh, my word, and Flashman looks like he's slowing down. Maybe Flashman feels. I don't think Flashman had anything to do with that, but... Oh, and Simon's left the room. And Talleyrand makes his way through up into 3rd, a podium for Talleyrand. And look at this, it's very close between Skyjacker and they look like they're going slow though. No, they're not. This is just my perception. I think it's because the road's wide, but it looks like Rido is trying to move on Skyjacker up there, at the top of the field, and Rito having a look up the inside of Skyjacker. It's very tight racing between these two. It's beautiful stuff. They're side by side for the win today, and it looks like Skyjacker is just keeping it ahead of Rito, but Rito really wants a bit of that action also. Unbelievable stuff. Then Talleyrand making his way up into a podium position with Shiren in fourth, sliding out wide. He's battling with Binko at the moment. Then we got Electric Flashman, who slowed down. Feels that maybe he was involved in the Binko incident, but I'm not sure. There's Electric in fifth ahead of Binko. Chasing down Shiren, only 1.5 seconds behind Shiren is Electric. Then Binko in sixth, Flashman in seventh. Turtle's come a cropper in that chicane. And Racer Brown's coming through now. Racer Brown coming through to grab 8th place from Turtle. Poor Turtle. That chicane has been his bane this evening. And Skyjacker 1.3 seconds ahead of Rito, so he's pulled it right out now. And we're down to just under 2 minutes left of racing, as Skyjacker in the Monster Junior seems to have this one all sorted out. Rito in the second place though, some 10 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. So he'd have to go quite a way to lose that second place. Talleyrand nearly 3 seconds ahead of Shiren. Then you've got Electric just ahead of Binko. Binko all up in Electric's business, but Binko is carrying that success ballast with Flashman in seventh. Racer Brown now up into 8th ahead of Turtle, who we saw have a big one in that chicane. But here we see the man of the moment, Skyjacker, just coming through the chicane. He's got a no, he's dropped it out the chicane. Where's Rito? Rito comes through, he retakes the lead. Oh my word. Excuse me. So Rito retakes the lead from Skyjacker. Skyjacker looked like he had it all tied up in a lovely little green and black bow, but drops it coming out of the chicane. And now, Talleyrand's still quite a way behind though. Not much that Talleyrand can do. It looks like Binko's got himself ahead of Electric for 5th place. And Flashman's only 2.5 seconds behind Electric. If Electric makes a mistake, Flashman is going to be there to tidy up. But Binko at the moment doing the job on Electric. Up there in 5th place, and Rito, 8 seconds remaining. This is the final lap, Rito. You've just got to keep it going forwards. Keep it out the wall, and this is going to be a race win for you, Rito. I think it could possibly be definitely his first race win in the juniors, possibly his first win in Virtual Racers Club. And there we go, the final flag is out. Rito is 4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker, is there anything he can do that far back? I can't see it. Talleyrand in a solid 3rd place, ahead of Shiren, who's ahead of Binko. Electric is in 6th, Flashman in 7th. Turtle Racing's already finished in 9th. And here we see Rito coming around the last couple of corners. 3.7 seconds lead on Skyjacker as he goes into the chicane. Keep it tidy, he does. And now he's heading up to the final corner of the lap. Long right-hander. And here he comes towards victory lane for his first win in the juniors, possibly VRC. Well done, Rito. Super stuff. Skyjacker comes across in 2nd place. And it looks like Talleyrand has definitely got that 3rd place all tied up. And it looked like his race was done. Well done. Take a boo, my son. Shiren grabs 4th. Binko gets 5th, Electric grabs 6th, Flashman gets 7th, with Racer Brown bringing her home in 8th place, ahead of Turtle already finishing in 9th. But there you go, Racer Brown in 8th, Turtle already finishing in 9th, and we lost Simon and Uncle B Darren in that race. Holy schmoly! There you go, Rito. Well done, mate. Lovely stuff. He's got a nice VRC overall as well. Bless him. So, I'll take you to the race results. No, I'll grab the replay. I hope I've grabbed all 3 replays. And take you to the race results. So there you go. Rito grabbing his first win In the juniors for definite, and I am almost certain that's his first win in Virtual Racers Club of all of the races, but don't quote me on that one because I haven't got that much memory. My HDD isn't that good. But Rido takes the win from Skyjacker in second, and Talleyrand rounds out the podium. Talleyrand, another strong round from him. Good point scoring. So in the chat, it's Skyjacker saying, did anyone not get done by that chicane this evening? I think everyone's had an issue with that chicane. Skyjacker saying, well bloody done, well, Rido. Rido saying, I didn't, lol. Rido saying, thank you very much, Skyjacker. And Rido saying, second win for VRC. I apologise, Rido. I don't remember all of them. You got one in the Clios, did you? And I hosted that. So it shows you how bad my memory is. Well done on your second win, Rido, and your first one in the juniors. Awesome stuff. So there you go, Rido at the top. We'll just linger on that a little bit because it's a beautiful sight. So, Rido, Skyjacker and Talleyrand, your podium. Shiren there in fourth, Binko in fifth, Electric sixth, Flashman in seventh. A good showing from Flashman this evening around the Tokyo streets. Racer Brown in eighth, with Turtle finishing in ninth. Uncle B. Darren didn't quite get to the checkered flag, and we lost Simon altogether. I don't know if it was just a disconnect from Simon or rage took over. I'm not sure. We didn't see what happened to him. Skyjacker got the fastest lap with a 32.581. And he got that on lap 7. Rido saying, thank you very much, Thingy. That's my pleasure, man. Great job. Great job. I love it. So that's that then. Only 2 more rounds left in the juniors, with Interlagos next week, and the week after that will be the Suzukas. So what will happen with your Sunday evenings? Well, there is something coming, trust me. I don't know if we're ready to make announcements yet, but there will be a championship coming before the end, well, a week or so after the juniors finished, up until just before Christmas. So keep your eyes peeled in the Discord or on YouTube of a Sunday evening to see what will be taking place of the juniors. During the week, we've got Tuesday night, the Super GTs. That championship just keeps on giving. It's an absolute race fest. So we've got the Super GTs on Tuesday, always good fun. Wednesday night, if you're in our Discord, come and listen to me and my lovely co-host Skyjacker chat about all things racing, real life and sim life, and everything in between. In our pit stop in the Discord, you have to be in the Discord to hear that, and you can come and talk to us. We want you to come and talk to us. We will you to come and talk to us. And that's happening in Discord on a Wednesday evening. Thursday night, we've got the return of GTMC5. And the first round did not disappoint one bit. So do not miss the second round. Then on Friday, we've got the first round of the Super Formulas. Last week, we saw them qualifying to get their grid positions. And next Friday, we will see them actually turn some wheels in anger. A race at Autopolis. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And then, then we're back here again Sunday evening for round 9 of the Red Bull Juniors. That is your week in the Virtual Racers Club. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, ring my bell, and also join our Discord. I think all the information, and go to our website because all the tables are on there anyway, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and all the up-to-date tables are on there for you to keep yourself abreast of the situation. And I think all the info about Discord and that is on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I think there's somewhere you can click about and it'll tell you all the links to all the stuff. So that is about that. And luckily, my wife's had a tidy up today and moved everything, so I've lost my sheet of names. I found my sheet of names, so I can round this out now. I can say goodnight to you all. See you on Tuesday, hopefully. See you next Tuesday. Hey? Skyjacker in the chat saying, we always got something coming. There's always something on the horizon. So, yeah, keep them peeled for what's coming next on a Sunday evening. I am rather excited about it. I cannot wait for it to happen. And that's all I'm giving away. I was your commentator and your broadcaster, Gloria Stitz. Thank you for watching. Catch us on Tuesday. Join our Discord. All the other things that I've advertised this evening. Thank you very much. I was Gloria Stitz, and I will see you next time. Peace and love. Peace and love.